Let's make a crochet I-cord for our wonderful hyacinth. You'll need yarn, crochet hook, double pointed needle or a knitting needle. Don't worry if you don't have one, I will show you how to do without. We will start with 3 chains. So make a slip knot and then 3 chains. 1, 2, 3. We will work into the second chain from hook, which is this one here, and into the last one. So insert your hook into the top leg of the chain, grab your yarn, and pull it through. We have 2 loops on our hook. Into the next chain, grab your yarn and pull it through, and we have 3 loops on our hook. So this is the thickness of our I-cord. So now we're going to grab our double pointed needle or a needle, whatever, and we will slip the first 2 loops onto the needle. So slip them off like so. So as you can see, I've got 2 loops on my needle and 1 on my hook. So now the yarn comes at the back around, so you go yarn around the needle, the hook, yarn around the hook, pull it through the loop on your hook. Perfect. Now insert your hook into the back leg of the loop, the first loop on your needle, you see, like so. Yarn around the hook and pull it through. Then slip this stitch off the needle and you've got 2 loops on your hook. So then let's do the same thing with the last loop on the needle. So insert it into the back loop of the needle, yarn around the hook, pull it through and slip that loop off the needle. See, so we still got 2 loops on our hook and our yarn is still at the back to our left. So let's do that again. Slip the first 2 loops onto your needle. Oops. Slip them off the hook. See? 2 loops on the needle, 1 loop on hook. So then yarn comes, like you see, across the back here. Yarn around the hook. Pull it through the loop on hook. Then into the back leg of the first loop on our hook. Yarn around the hook, pull it through that loop and slip the loop off the needle. See, and again into the next stitch, into the back leg, yarn around the hook, pull it through and slip it off. And you can see here this tube is already forming. Okay, so now let me show you now how to do it without the assistance of a needle. You will slip, you can do by the way, I sometimes interchange hands how I hold my yarn and hook. You can do it the way you are holding your yarn and hook all the time. It doesn't make any difference at all. What you will do, you will slip the first 2 loops off your hook and hold them in between your thumb and your index, or in your like middle finger. Make sure you don't lose them. So now you go yarn around the hook and pull it. You see the yarn comes at the back, across the back there, and pull it through the loop on your hook. You see, and then insert your hook into the middle, this first loop, or the middle loop really that we are holding. Yarn around the hook, pull it through that loop, 2 loops on our hook, and then we're going to insert a hook into the last loop we were holding. Yarn around the hook and pull it through. See, pull it a bit tighter. The I-cord is nicely forming. Let's do that again. Let's slip the first 2 stitches off our hook, hold them in between your middle and your thumb, grab your yarn, pull it through the loop on your hook. Perfect. Then insert your hook into the second or the middle loop that you are holding. then yarn around the hook and pull it through this one. There we go, 2 loops on hook, then again through the last one. Insert your hook into it. Oh, come on, come on, come on, don't run away from me now. What is going on? Come on, get on there. There we go. Ah, cheeky little one. And onto the hook and through the loop, and that's it. So you continue to repeat the same step over and over again until your I-cord measures 6 centimeters. So you see, because on my one for my hyacinth measures 6 centimeters. Okay. When your I-cord measures around 6 centimeters, you can fasten it off. Now to fasten off, just go yarn around the hook and pull it through all 3 stitches on your hook. Pull out, cut about 10 centimeters of your tail and pull it out fully. I will show you why you need a longer tail in a minute. Now, for my stem, here I have inserted, you can see it poking through, I have inserted a wire inside it purely because I want that stiffness, because I didn't want it to flop around a lot. So I wanted this nice like stiffness, so I inserted a wire. I will show you how to do this now. Just grab a craft wire, thinnish craft wire, slightly longer than your I-cord. See, my one is about 1 centimeter longer. Fold it in half. Then at the back of your I-cord, from the moment you started here, from the beginning of your work, insert this wire into the actual I-cord, because your I-cord is just a tube, so you can insert it gently inside. Don't worry if the wire is showing through, because we're going to cover it with flowers anyway, so it doesn't matter. Okay, while you insert it. So now we left the tail at the end because I want us to loop this tail over that loop here. So feed your end through a tapestry needle and then loop it over around 3 times. See, so insert it into the actual loop and out about 3 times, just to give it a bit more security, so it doesn't move about too much. It's nothing worse than you trying to sew like flowers to it and it keeps on like moving about. We can just feed that yarn through the rest of the length of the I-cord. It doesn't really matter. It's not going to be moving particularly often inside, so it's fine. Now, to insert the stem into your hyacinth. Now, if you are making your hyacinth from the beginning, then you will insert it at the same time you are inserting leaves. But because I have these bright ideas to include flowers on my hyacinth today, I have to work with what I got, because I'm not making the bulbs from the beginning. I already have them. So, in between the leaves, in the middle at the top, in the center at the top, you're going to insert those 2 wires, that stem, into the bulb. Don't worry too much. Just squish it in there nicely, and then make sure that the tail stays away. Once you are happy with how it is, we're going to use this tail to secure this I-cord to the leaves. Don't worry if you haven't left yourself enough of a tail. You just add new yarn basically and do it with the new yarn. So you see our tail is inside, so we're going to go first to the leaf on our left. So go through it like so, and then back again, but now going through the actual I-cord, see, and into the leaf on the opposite side. There we go. That way also, it also lifts those leaves up a little bit. Oh, do you know what? I just noticed there is a little end from that tail. We were doing the loops. I can just cut that one off. It will be covered in flowers anyway. Oops, sorry. Be covered in flowers anyway, so it doesn't matter. And then back again, once more. And now we're going to turn and secure it through the I-cord, through our stem, and onto that leaf here, so each leaf is secured to the I-cord. Also, it helps to keep them like up a bit, you see, so they don't kind of flop as much. You can of course insert wire at the back of the leaves, or glued it at the back of the leaves. You know, you can do that to kind of give them nice, to keep them nice and steady, but I don't think it's necessary, to be honest. They are not like particularly big anyway. Okay, so now once we are done that, we can just feed this yarn through the bulb into the bulb. Let's pull it out here. Oops. And then once more to kind of secure, so they kind of, it secures itself in the stuffing inside. Cut that end, squish it so it's nicely rounded, and now we are ready to attach leaves, attach flowers onto our stem. I've attached 11 small little flowers all around the stem, so top and around. I used a glue gun to attach them because it was the most convenient thing. Of course, if you don't have a glue gun, you can use any craft glue, or you can just simply sew them on. Okay, enjoy.